Hello there, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat, your guide through the seen and the unseen. Today we're tapping into the energies to see what messages Spirit has for us. Take a deep breath, settle in. Let's see what the universe is trying to tell you. Also, if you're soul-seeking deeper alignment, make sure to join our community by subscribing. Alright. It is the 15th of August. It's 11:02. And let's see what Spirit has to say today. Let's do the mirror and the conduit spread that I came up with. What is the mirror or the current state? Okay. I'm hearing you were never left behind. And we have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Wands. There's some sort of lie about something. About your creativity, about like where you're actually at. There's stagnancy here, but it's a lie. It's a lie. King of Cups, Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, and the Justice card. So the mirror is that you are living a lie. It may not be that serious, but there's something about your stagnancy or the where you're at that is a lie, okay? Because there's some sort of creativity and power here that's actually valuable, okay? And you need to nurture that within you. So there's something about your authenticity as well that you lie to yourself about. There's something that you see, this little fox here, it's got a sword under him. That's your truth. That's your it's like you see a truth about yourself, maybe a balance, maybe about a relationship or about relationships in general that you keep from yourself. There's something that you keep from yourself, and you see it, but you are sleeping on it in some way, okay? And it has to do with your power in the way, like your emotional maturity. This is the current state. So let's see. Let's just get one card though, because that's a lot. One card for the mirror, the current state. Keep in mind those things that I just said, but my nose is itching. Okay, the Fool. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. Okay, so we did get the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning. There's something about this like journey that you have to go on, or that you're going on, that, okay, you may have some regrets about maybe the past. So we have the Five of Cups, Judgment, Temperance, and the Queen of Wands. There's something about your power that's very important. There's an alchemy here that brings into balance this sorrow, loss, regret, things that maybe you feel out of control about, that you're waking up to, because you're actually powerful. And so for this new beginning, it's like you're the baby, the baby bird. And you're testing your wings, okay? Clarify, what is the noise, the external state? The Devil, okay. So there's toxicity in the air. This is two major arcanas, by the way. We have the Hanged Man, the King of Cups, again, the Emperor, and the Queen of Pentacles. So toxicity is the external noise. So it's keeping you from who you truly are, embracing your power in some way. And so until you rid yourself of this new beginning is going to always feel like it's not accessible in some way, because you keep yourself small. Hold on. And then, so there's a perspective shift that has to take place. Oh, that's upside down. Yeah, there's a perspective shift that has to take place about emotional maturity and power. And that's the true value here. So, there could be things coming up with past people that that kind of keep you stuck in a loop of toxicity that you have to shift your perspective about and maybe release or surrender, like, control over it. There's something that you have to kind of see differently about it. And there could be things coming up with people's perspectives and how, you know, it doesn't align with your internal compass or your internal story, like what you tell yourself. There could be lies. We did get the Seven of Swords, that you kind of accept as your truth in some way. Like, there could be people talking shit. There could be people you know, bringing up the past in a way that, like, shines you in a negative light. Like, I'm seeing the light, like, make my eyes look weird. Like, there could be things that create this toxicity outside of your bubble, right? Your aura. But it's like, we have to get our perspective right about those things. So are you taking it on? Are you just ignoring it and thinking, oh, it'll go away? Is there something that you have to address? So it takes emotional maturity, but also this Emperor to kind of bring into balance. I'm saying this is a nurturer, right? But are you nurturing self, or are you actually nurturing this toxicity? Because that won't work. It won't work for your new beginning. Okay, so what is the shadow, the blind spot? What is the shadow? I'm seeing 11:10, 11:11. It just switched. Eight of Cups. So the shadow is, you have to walk away for this. Okay, so you may know that already. That may be like a conscious. So you're consciously aware of it, that the cycle's over, that you've walked away from things. But the blind spot is that, are you keeping okay, do you feel like walking away from something feels like a mountain to climb? Or do you feel like walking away presents a mountain for you to climb, and maybe that brings up fear for you? Yeah, anxiety. We have the World, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So the cycle is ending regardless. You can be okay with it, or you can have this anxiety about it, but it's ending. And there could be things that you have to do in order to close the cycle. Like, I'm seeing walk away. I'm seeing climb this mountain. I'm seeing get clear with the dark in some way. There's some sort of expansion as well, maybe change, that you have to kind of embody this King of Wands energy, which is like go towards an act in some way. There's something that you have to do to release the anxiety. So the Nine of Swords is like needing to make a choice, but you're kind of anxious about it. Well, a lot anxious about it. Like you're feeling like there's anxiety, a lot of anxiety. But there's something that you have to do to release this toxicity and start this new beginning. So it could be like not wanting to make waves, or things like that, but there's something about your power that needs to, like, you have to kind of get in there and do it. What is the medicine? The Lovers. Balance. So it's a balanced choice. Again, with this, the World. Okay. You have to make the choice, and we have the same cards. So this is the medicine. Dang. So making the choice, making, so you see the birds are flying, right? It's like you have to build these wings. You have to grow up in some way, mature in some way. Like there's something expanding here. So in order to get out of this funk or this mess or this whatever it is, you have to power up. Like, go Power Rangers over here. Okay, what is the anchor? The anchor. Okay, the anchor is the Seven of Cups. So this is breaking through, realizing your choices. Again, with the choices here, this is 2 cards about choice. So the medicine and the shadow are kind of similar. So a while back I did a reading, and it was about like watering, bringing emotion to the cold. Like the Five of Pentacles is like being left out in the cold, abandoned in some way. There's some sort of bringing, like the water bear energy, Aquarius energy, bringing emotion to it, right? Water is emotion. So it's grounding your own emotions. And again, we have this too. And I see this as like cups, but also earth, because of the mountain here. So there's something that you have to walk away from. Realize, okay, this can't hold my emotion. There's an illusion here. You see how it's like the sun and then also the moon. There's a balance. You have to also see that this is an illusion. It's really, so, excuse me, the toxicity is actually, in a way, the medicine, because it brings you the ability to introspect, and also it brings faith and light to something, to the darkness with the star here, healing, because it shows you what's actually in the subconscious, what's actually there. So we have the Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Star and the Hermit. So there's wisdom here about maybe a fantasy you've been buying into. This could be a illusion. This could be like the abundance of choices and not knowing how to make a choice in some endeavor or something that would help you come out of this toxicity. You're maybe seeing this as like a lack mindset, from a lack mindset, instead of the abundance of choices, right? So it's it's like choosing the comfortable, choosing the state of comfort instead of going about your business, and making the choice to move from stagnancy to like doing the thing. So there's some sort of faith and healing and wisdom. Maybe you have to go within. You have to sometimes go it alone in order to get to where you want to go. And then at that state, when you're where you're needing to be, that's when you can pull people up and say, here, let me help you, or bring. But people, the thing about people is that they want to see the thing before, like, they have no faith. Like, a lot of times people have no faith. They have a lack of faith because they believe, they have their beliefs and their belief systems, right? That keep them in this mindset of lack, or in this mindset of I'll see it when I believe it, or I'm not holding my breath, that type of thing. But there's something about you that has to do it regardless, like without people, without like an audience, not an audience, but because you'll have an audience. Like, honestly, like, people are still watching, It's like you have to do it alone. It's a pilgrimage. It's like something that you have to do. I don't know. It could be like to free other people as well. So what is the divine message or the lesson, the wisdom here? I hope I'm making sense. It's metaphorical, but like, hopefully it fits. Like, hopefully you're making sense of it. What is the message? The Four of Swords. So this is healing, meditation, relax. Like, there's some sort of victory here. So the Four of Swords, it's about peace. It's about, now it looks like the lamb to the slaughter type of thing. I'm not sure where it cut off, but it's like the lamb to the slaughter in this picture, But it's like a divine knowing that, like, so even Jesus was sacrificed, like, in a way. So there's a sacrifice here, but it's a sacrifice of the old self. Sorry, I have an itch. That brings victory. It's like it brings some sort of balance. 6-6 could be significant. Two of Wands and the Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Five of Pentacles, sorry. This is about the lack mindset, but there's something that's coming in that's bringing in some sort of... Now, this could also be charity, but it's bringing in some sort of balance for you. This Four of Swords, the message is to be at peace with whatever choice, with walking away, with whatever choice you make. Being at peace, even with, like, knowing that there's toxicity here. Like, being at peace regardless. And there's some sort of victory, balance, but there's a choice here, like a strategic, you're at a crossroads, that there's a lesson in it about lack, about bringing the water, right? That's what I see here. Okay, let's get another message from this deck. There's some sort of give and take that has to take place as well. You're romanticizing your trauma as a karmic lesson to avoid the necessary human rage of having been mistreated. So that's what I'm getting with this. So sometimes you have to go it alone, right? This is, sorry, I'm not sure if it focused good, but it feels like you're going to have a victory. There is a victory. And so the butterfly, it, you know, metamorphosis. So I feel like in a way, yes, those karmic lessons are a thing, but there could be a way that you're keeping yourself from seeing the truth of the maybe toxic people, places, things in your life, and maybe not seeing, okay, the rage that could help release. I mean, obviously do it in a safe way, but like don't go out and hurt people just because you feel this rage. But okay, so this says the obstacle isn't in your path, you are the obstacle in your path. So this is what's keeping you from this new beginning. So maybe in this way, okay, you're keeping yourself, you're in your own way from this victory, this transformation. Give yourself grace. I'm saying give yourself grace. There's, like, obviously there's some sort of path that you've chosen or that you are needing to choose in some way, to bring yourself some sort of emotional support. And you're seeing the duality maybe as a negative thing. It's saying this is the medicine. So we know about contrast, right? Like the what is her name? Abraham Hicks always talks about contrast and how it's like the pendulum, it's like the duality of life. Like you're gonna have the negative, but also you have the positive. It's really, really bad, and then it's really, really good, or, you know, vice versa. But you're always gonna have that contrast, but that's to teach you what you do want in your life and what is in your vortex, you know, that the space of like your goals, your dreams, your wishes, your vortex. Like all the money that you lack right now is in your vortex, right? All the things that, the good relationship that you want, it's in your vortex, but you have to access it. So you have to align with your vortex. So that's how you're blocking your own path. And this rage that you keep stifled in you, that you keep stifled within you, is actually being the block. It's actually the block from this transformation. So in some way you have to kind of instead of avoiding the necessary, you have to face it in some way. So facing the toxicity, facing the need to walk away from things and climb this mountain. So the anchor is the duality. So it's both. It's both, and like, so it's the positive, the negative, and them together. Like knowing that this is a lesson, knowing not only is this a lesson, but this is like like, you can love someone, you can dislike their behavior, but you also have to move on from, I don't know, that's just an example, but like seeing romanticized trauma as a karmic lesson instead of being clear about you being mistreated. That was the lie in the beginning, the Seven of Swords. So being mistreated is the lie that you tell yourself. That's the illusion. So you have to get clear about it. Maybe meditate, like, see the third eye is like shining like the sun here. Maybe you were sacrificed in some way, like by friends, family, whatever, because maybe they didn't see your vision, or, you know, I don't know. Maybe they weren't seeing you clearly. That could be. Let's get one more of these. The search is over. You have finally realized that everything you ever needed was already woven into your soul's blueprint. Well, if that doesn't fit, I mean... And this card represents the sacred cow of your identity, the specific belief about yourself you refuse to sacrifice. Even though it's keeping you starved, let it go, be authentic. So there's something that you're keeping from yourself, like the Seven of Swords, the sacred cow of your... So what are you keeping from yourself? There's something that you have to meditate on about this transformation, about this victory, about bringing into balance some sort of Two of Wands energy, like the crossroad, the doorway, the choosing something, and you feel lacking about it. It's like choosing yourself is making you feel lack, because you feel like you're losing out, but you're not losing out. It's actually toxic. It's actually something that you have to walk away from. It's actually keeping you from this soaring high, this harmony, you know. And then you feel like a little underdeveloped because of it. And so your journey is always stagnant or stuck. But instead, what you have to do is you kind of have to go within and realize how powerful you are. There's something that you need to meditate on, and maybe give it a break in some way. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.